Well, buenos dias. Welcome back to Benidorm. Just a crafty little trip here. Unfortunately, Barb couldn't make it on this trip. She's got work commitments. However, I'm making the most of it. I've got a week here. I rented a car. I flew on BA to Valencia, picked up a car. Amazingly, £28 for a week for a Suzuki Swift. Brand new, or very new. Very, very good condition. And parked for free on the outskirts of town, and walked in with my suitcase, and this is where I'm staying for a night. By the way, it's only about an hour and a half drive from Valencia airport to here. This is where I'm staying for the 7 nights. Nice little minute little balcony over one of these streets here in the old town. Just a stone's throw really from where me and Barb stayed in March. And this place cost me about £65 a night. So we've got a nice modern bathroom in there, all in darkness. Bedroom in darkness, can't be bothered to pull the curtains. Small bed. If there's 2 of you, that's a really narrow double, but comfortable enough for one. And there you go. Well, I fancy doing something different today, so I'm going to get my car and I'm going to drive outside of Benidorm. Up here, 32 minutes it says, 18.5 kilometres up to these waterfalls that I'm going to film later on. And hopefully it will be as good as what it looks on the pictures, but we'll see. Now there are, as you know, countless and countless videos out there on YouTube of mainstream Benidorm, nightlife, day life, and all that sort of stuff, all the familiar areas. So the point of this video, or this and the next video, I don't know how many will be published, but is to show what there is to do, what there is to see outside of Benidorm. Tomorrow or the next day I'm going to go for a long walk, ending in Altea, which is a good few miles away. I think it's about 8 miles or something. Today I was going to walk about the same sort of distance inland to a waterfall. Now I've discovered that that waterfall is very small and it kind of looks man-made-ish. So anyway, a little bit more research and I found what looks like a really nice area of what seems to be quite natural waterfalls. Anyway, I'm going to find it out for myself. And in the meantime, I'm walking up on the edge of sort of town where I park the car for free, jump in a car and then drive up to this area and explore. So yeah, so join me and I'll see you in a minute. Is Benidorm getting more multicultural? Maybe it is. Well, it's a relief to see my car is still there. Hopefully it's untouched and unscathed. It's been there now for nearly 2 days. And has it got a parking ticket? No, it shouldn't do because it's totally a legal place to park, apparently. So let's see how this occurs. Here we go. Great, nothing on the windscreen. Brilliant stuff. Who would believe this is just 10 miles outside Benidorm? That's lovely, isn't it? It's just water cascading from loads of different orifices, if that's the right word. Or springs, as they're more likely known in the geographical term. tell you what, I'm absolutely loving this. It's absolutely gorgeous. Such a breath of fresh air. I love Benidorm and all its chaos, but this is just wonderful. Such a contrast. Well, I must say that really was worth it. And just sort of like half an hour's drive out of Benidorm, definitely worth it. I was planning to get back to Benidorm for this afternoon. It's now about 1:30. Probably won't get back there till 4ish, but who cares? I'm just enjoying this fabulous walk around this town called Polyp, which is not far from the waterfall. I'm going to explore there afterwards, but in the meantime I'm going up to this high point that hopefully will have some lovely views. Well, here I am at the top of this bit, yet to discover the old town over there. So I'm getting my steps in today after all. Una Creu, or however it's pronounced in Spanish. Britain does best, I think. One of the great things that we do nowadays in society as a country is we clear up our dog poo. And the amount of dog poo on the streets, on the footpaths and everywhere here in Spain is quite deplorable. But can't do anything about that. Just got to avoid. You've got to watch where you're treading. It's not horrendous. I've been to Amsterdam in the past and that was absolutely horrendous for dogs poo on the pavement. Well, I haven't been there for a good few years, but yeah. Anyway, why am I talking about dog poo when I've got this fabulous scenery to look at? Well, this is the town of Polyp, and what a nice looking town it is too. It's dead quiet, isn't it? Hardly anyone around, which is lovely. It's a Friday, so I guess there'll be more people tomorrow and Sunday. But at the moment I'm just enjoying the bird sound and not a lot else. I guess these are old burial chambers. Do you know what? Last night I was watching El Divo having a few lagers like you do in Benidorm, and also Elton John tribute. Just really enjoying the nightlife of Benidorm. It's just hard to imagine, isn't it, that this is just like 20-25 minutes drive outside the town and you've got this absolute lovely place. And incidentally, I saw a bus that's going to Benidorm, so there are buses that you can get. Probably obviously take a little bit longer than a car, but the option's there. Right, let's check out the coffee shop. Someone's chilled out. Here I am back in Benidorm, and I don't know about you, but I've heard that in some parts of Spain that topless men in the streets that are away from the beach, like here, if you're topless, you can get fined. Not sure if that applies here to Benidorm, but I agree with it. Do you? I don't like to see semi-naked male torsos walking about the streets where there's lots of restaurants and bars. It just really looks tacky. Or am I just being a snob? Answers, please. Just, yeah, comment, throw your comments at me. I don't care. I don't like it. Not doing much today. Just walking down the end of Poniente, up a couple of high points, get some good aerobic exercise, and enjoy the walk there and back. I had a Colombian breakfast in the old town. Wasn't all that. It was eatable, or edible. That was alright, but wouldn't rate it really. Rice and beans basically, and a fried egg with some sort of exotic sounding name. But yeah, each their own. So another day and another walk. Today I'm going to walk all the way to Altea and get the tram back. It's quite a long way, it's about 10 miles, and I'm going to go a bit of off country and a little bit along the streets as well, and just see how it goes. So yeah, I'm going to walk through the English bit, see what it's like at 10:15 in the morning, see if there's anybody out drinking a beer at this time. As I said before, I'm not going to film much of the new town because it's done to death, but I don't think that many are filmed. It's at 10:15 in the morning, so just as I'm walking through, just a little bit, see what's happening. As this is the way to walk to Amarillo, I mean, this is the way to walk to wherever I'm going. Well, California's just waking up by the looks of it. Probably not open yet, and the same with Western Saloon. Dead quiet. So yeah, just a scattering of bars that are open, not many, and the ones that are seem to be serving breakfast with beer. Hey ho, we're on holiday. You know, I've just said a few little negatives about Benidorm, and just want to emphasize that the positives about the place way overrun any negatives of smelly bins and drunken people drinking beer at 10:15 in the morning. Each to their own. It's not for me, but while on holiday, why not? Anyway, what I'd like to say is I had a brilliant night out and talk of the town last night, and on my own, yep, surrounded by people. Billy no mates, as always. I don't care. I love my own company. Enjoying the tribute. And last night, it was the stylistic stroke somebody else, two guys singing there. Great vibe, loads of people up dancing, and let's spin you around again. And yeah, and before then I watched a fabulous foursome, and they were the tribute of the Jersey Boys. I got it in the end, didn't I? Jersey Boys, and they were absolutely sensational as well. Just one little more shot of walking past Uncle Ped's, see what that's like. Can you imagine having a balcony just there above the bar, Explorer's Bar, just above it? Can you imagine? You better like having late nights, because that's probably open till at least 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's probably at its loudest about then, you know. So if you want an early night, make sure you don't get a balcony there. There we go. Uncle Ped's. Apparently some of the cheapest beer in Benidorm you can get is at Uncle Ped's. Favourite, especially in the afternoon, apparently, amongst many. Anyway, onwards we go.